You are not permitted to teach if you have not started to do. It's practice that validates or licenses you to be able to disciple somebody else. The potency of a man's teaching is hidden in the fact that the teaching has become part of his life. First time I encountered my father in the Lord, I found out that you cannot listen to an apostle and not want to pray. It's impossible. There's a desire for prayer, a desire to go to God alone that will afflict your soul. Because the man is not teaching you prayer or teaching you consecration to God as a priest from the place of head knowledge. It is first a doing before it becomes what? A teaching. This is why, dear brother, it is possible to see somebody saying all the right things about purity and holiness, but he's still a fornicator. Because you can actually pretend that you love God so much. Because the Bible says that even the ministers of Satan, they metamorphose. They transform themselves into ministers of righteousness. So somebody can be claim that he's a pastor and he has 2 wives. Not that let's even say, not that he even started ministry with 2 wives, because it's an aberration that a man who is in ministry has 2 wives. And don't be angry with me, it's Bible. Generation can tell you now that when they wrote the Bible, 1 actually meant 1 plus 1. That's so what he meant there was 1, you start with 1, then you add another 1, then 1 plus 1 is 1. Meluvata. Go deeper, Papa. He started ministry with 1 wife. Along the way, he said 1 is not enough. He married another 1 and he's still in ministry. But there's no problem. Anybody can do whatever they like. It's the people that sit in such congregations I have a problem with. When you are still sitting there and allowing a man to continue in his error and his abomination, it is because you know tradition. You were not initiated into a system of discipleship. And once somebody is not properly discipled, their discernment will be affected. Weak discernment. Back to Judges chapter 2, you notice that the generation that grew up that did not know God, the Bible says that they began to go after the idols of the countries that surrounded them. They didn't have sense to discern. They quickly initiated a system of idolatry. So Jesus said, there is something wrong with the religious system. And part of what is wrong with the religious system is that they've relegated the law to just words that are spoken, but they do not practice intentionally the things that are in the law. And I did not come to destroy the law. I came to fill it full. The law is the foundation. I came to build on that foundation so that any man that follows the teachings of God will be perfect and mature in his life.